Hello to my Libras. All right, Libras, let's get right into it. Let's balance it out. Let's balance out your scales. This reading is for the 9th through the 16th of April. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, Libras. Let's go. Let's get into it. Let's go. I've already prayed over your cards. I already asked for clarity. So there is greatness inside of me. There it is. There is greatness inside of me. So, of course, there is. That's right. You have a purpose. Pull your birth chart, please. If you haven't already, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Coming back, welcome back. So your general readings to take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, QueenAmunRa.com. Let's go. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it, Libras. Let's go. 151, make magic, right? So somebody's already at the crown chakra already. So this is good because it's going to tie into the message. Your desires are in your hands. So your angels say the time is now to create your future. The things you want are not just going to happen on their own. You'll need to create them. The steps you take today have a direct link to what happens to you in the future. So sit in a quiet spot and take 5 deep centering breaths. As you inhale, envision supportive energy flowing into you. As you exhale, know that what you want wants you, right? So somebody's initiating something, like you're initiating moving on something. This is light magician energy, right? So you're initiating possibly a conversation around something, like you have an innate spiritual understanding of something, like, so that there's greatness. Maybe you're relaying a message, like basically like you're speaking to others in a way that you would want somebody to speak to you. So you're saying there's greatness inside of me, but you're also saying you're greatness inside of other people, like moving forward, like speaking to others the way that you want them to speak to you, right? So let's get into it, Libras. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. It's going to help balance, right? So auric layers, auric layers, auric layers. So everybody, we have a pink moon. So the pink rose-colored glasses are coming off of everybody's face, especially if you want to hit a reset button, right? You want to hit a reset button, a hard reset, not a soft reset, where you're absorbing other people's energy into this largest organ, which is your skin, right? Shaking people's hands, being in close proximity with other people. That even includes trying on clothes at stores. You don't know what energy is left behind. That's, you're doing a deep cleansing, even in your house. What you bring in, that's why some people don't wear their shoes in their house. They bring in their stuff from outside into their house. All of that is energy. So let's get into it. So you're making magic. There's greatness inside of you. So your aura is it's like a energy calling card. So it's because it's the first thing people sense when they meet you, right? And so you don't want to carry other people's energy on you as you are answering the call on your life, right? As you're answering the call on your life, right? You are doing a deep spiritual cleansing. So you can make sure you're not sending off the wrong energy at all. So let's see. All right. So somebody has been waiting for some success. Somebody has been waiting for something to be successful, to kind of sort of, happen for them, right? And it could be someone that you know. So the light has been shining on somebody possibly that you know. And this could be a conversation that you're having, because your energy is directed outward. Your energy is directed out. You move from your heart chakra, right? So the first 3 auric, chakras in your auric layer closest to your body are the etheric, emotional, and mental subtle. They represent the lower chakras, right? That would be your root chakra, sacral chakra, and your solar plexus. And then the middle auric layer is connected to your heart chakra, connected to air, right? That serves as a gateway to the upper chakras and the divine energies, right? So that's why you hear people say your head and heart could be at war with each other when it comes to some things, right? You're trying to close out cycles, but it's best for you to close out cycles, get that energy off of you so it doesn't send out mixed signals to other people. It doesn't send out mixed signals to others as far as you're concerned. Or as far as other people are concerned, it could send out signals to somebody that you haven't closed out a cycle. Somebody assumes that you still love something. You know, like I said, you can have agape love, but not romantic love for something, right? So somebody has been awaiting some kind of success for something. Awaiting some kind of success for something, whether it's you or someone else, like awaiting for something. But again, there's greatness in you. And then, of course, the three outermost auric layers are the etheric template, the celestial, and the catheric subtle bodies. They represent the upper chakras and are related to the spiritual realm. So here we have, so it's just saying, you know your worth. Know your worth. So when other people are waiting for something to be successful as far as they're concerned, and they're trying to find the key to their own vault door, source is saying, you know, you're recognizing that they're trying to find the greatness inside of them, so they could be looking for it outside of them. You got to remember there's greatness inside of you too as well. So balancing it out. Here's a tower. So somebody's having a tower moment. Yeah, somebody's having a tower moment. And it's an awakening. It's some kind of an awakening, a total recall of just like waiting for some kind of success for something. Yeah. Right. Here's a Six of Wands here. Yeah. So something could have been turned upside down. Like, something could have been turned upside down. Just waiting for some kind of success. That's where you're waiting for some kind of success. You know, somebody could have felt victorious at, you know, the divide of something. But somebody could have been, you know, that could have been like first impression of something, right? Like the Tower card. I feel like you may have in common with someone, because there's greatness inside of you, but guess what? There's also greatness inside of every human being. Right? Yeah. So I'm not surprised that a sword card came out, because sword is like there's two sides of the sword, right? And so when you're trying to travel light through life, and you're trying to move through storms just in life, there are going to be some energies who are going to be shady behind your back. They're going to make some shady comments about you behind your back, right? Even when you know your worth, you know your value. Obviously, money is a form of energy. And so you could feel like, okay, you're in the center stage, you're this and that, and so on and so forth. And, but it could, you know, again, people had this rules first in 8th house right here. And first house is all about impressions, right? First impression, temperament, appearance, self-image, you know, outlook on life. 8th houses would be renewal, sexuality, death, transformation, shared finances, inheritance, loans, occult, mystery, you know, intimacy, all those things, right? So somebody's awaiting some kind of success, because maybe somebody comes from, you know, wealthy parents or something like that. They was maybe the star in the family. You know, people were just kind of like, you know, in center stage. And as soon as somebody moved on from something behind someone's back, it just went like everything went upside down. This is what happens when people move on. And this is what you have in common with someone, is like, as soon as you moved on from something, it was almost like your spirit your spirit kind of was like the strength, right? Because that would be the strength that kind of sort of helped, kind of held somebody together. Your joyful, very positive energy may have been, and somebody didn't even see it until you moved on. They didn't see the greatness inside of you until you moved on, right? So I feel like you're gonna be spending a lot of time mastering something. This is again leading you to your North Node. Somebody found their North Node. It's like something had to hit home, like something had to strike, like something had like a lightning bolt. See all of these butterflies right here? Somebody's gone through many transformations, through many lifetimes. Transformations here. Somebody's gone through many transformations, waiting for like something to kind of like, you've gone through many transformations in a lifetime, right? And finally you said, okay, source, you surrender to source, right? You surrender to source because there's always been greatness inside of you, right? So here you go in the rebirth. There we is. This is where we are. And people were just obsessed with bringing a tower down on you. It's almost like people, because you know your worth and your value, it's almost like source. It's like people spent a lot of time trying to bring a tower down in your life, trying to bring the sun down on you, like lights out, just trying to tear you apart. And if they couldn't get to you, they got to somebody's child. That's what this is. Could try to get to somebody's child, working on somebody's child, until they could split you and somebody apart. And was shady about you towards behind your back. And source is saying, just submit to source. Submit to source. And that's something that you're now investing in you, submitting to source. And these energies wanted you to submit to them, whoever this is. I don't know who this is, but yeah, here's the 3 of Swords here. So yeah, here's some energies you're not talking to anymore. You're no longer talking to, because they've created a nightmare for you and yeah, someone else. They made a decision and you're making yours. This is the 6 of this is the Lover's card. Yeah. So you're tapped into your ancestors. Somebody is really listening to ancestors. You and somebody are now listening to your ancestors loud and clear. They got your ears wide open like satellite dishes. You and your ancestors are paying attention. I mean, you and somebody paying attention to your ancestors. Right? So I see you in a leadership position. I definitely see you in a leadership position here. You'll be working with some energy that's going to really, really help you in something and putting you in a leadership position. So you're stepping through the door. You're stepping through a door. This is number 11. This is where you've gone through dark side of learning something. So something is going to be very easy for you in the light, because you've been enlightened about how when you know yourself, when you know your worth and you know your value, Libra, how Source will expose through you rule 7th house. Your Zodiac sign rules 7th house. Source will eventually either snatch those rose-colored glasses off to expose your enemies. They will eventually come off, like gently come off, or they will be forced off, right? Depending on generationally how long you've been in the dark grieving something. You may have been grieving something for so long you didn't even realize you couldn't see something. You're walking around with blindfolds on, like this energy right here. You could have been walking around with blindfolds on the whole time, not even realizing you and somebody were being used as a pawn in the game. A game of chess, right? So, anyway, looking at your cards here. Yeah. You're taking a leap of faith. Something you're going to be investing in. Something you're definitely investing in. And you're taking a leap of faith. And Nice. Yeah, your spirit taking a leap of faith, and you're not even overthinking something. You're surrendering to source, putting the past behind you. Manhole cover over the past. That sends back all spell work. Anything that was meant to emotionally drain you or pull you, drag you down into something. Nope. Because there's greatness inside of you. Yeah. Cycle close out. Close it out in love. Close out in love. Now the one that has your back is source. That's so you know for sure will never leave you or forsake you. That right there. King of Swords. That's how you made it to your throne. Right here. This is you on your throne. That's you on your throne. Source will never leave you nor forsake you. That's where the greatness is inside of you, coming from source. Somebody's a prayer warrior. You're a prayer warrior. Yeah, so I see money coming to you. Yep, I see money coming to you. And I'm saying financial independence. So money is coming to you, financial independence. All right, let's close it out. Let's close it out. Yeah, let's close it out. So you and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are safe. Like I said, there's greatness inside of you. And you know your worth and you know your value. And so you're making sure everyone that's in your auric layer, your tribe, right? So this speaks to the first auric layer. This is, anybody that's 1 to 3 inches off of your physical body. That's primarily your health and your tribe, that they know, their worth and they know their value, right? And to invest in their health, in their tribe, right? Divine abundance, right? So you were born to align with love's will, right? Learn to be abundance, not chase it. So you're investing in yourself, right? But you're also in helping other people around you to invest in themselves as well. So that's someone's calling. That's where your spirit is being led to help people to know their worth and know their value and invest in that. So that's how you're making magic to bring unity, bring about unity there. So in this rebirth for you. So that's how things are going to balance out for you. All right, let's see what else we got. Raise the bar. When you set higher standards for the people and situations in your life, you create space for new levels of joy and abundance. Rise above old patterns. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see. Trust your feelings. You are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Don't let others dictate who you should be. Don't let others dictate who you should be. All right, what else we got? What else? What else? Fast changes. Things happen suddenly in a short period and in a hurry. So take bold steps forwards and also so many choices. Look at all your options. Opportunities abound when you are in a dilemma. All roads lead to Rome. So social status. You will reach the heights of fame in society. Don't get arrogant. All right. Adjust your crown. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully just learning about auric layers is also helpful, as well. Learning about that should be helpful as well. So that's what I have for you. Yes, something about, like I said before, so you are, your desires are in your hands. Your desires are in your hands. So you had desires. I feel like somebody had desires for someone, maybe your child or your kids. I don't know how many kids people have, or if you have kids, maybe you're waiting for something, or it could even be a spouse. that you had desires for. You know, you may have had strong desire even for a spouse, and you were all team them. You know, but again, if it's something that's generational for them, that has this divisive spirit, like they could come from a family that's very divisive, or it could be a sibling that inherited that, like that divisive spirit, whoever it is, where whatever source is saying to you, source has your back. No matter what, source has your back. So there's greatness in everybody. There's greatness in everybody. So that's what source wants you to know. And that is what I have for you. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, that's it. That's what I have for you. All right. Bye.